What's up YouTube? Pat the Car Guy here from OregonCarSource.com at Gresham Toyota, your gateway to adventure. Talking to you about this awesome car behind me. This particular one is sold. Got a customer that's on their way in here right now to come pick it up. But it's a pretty rare car that's in super high demand, so I want to do a video on it, and not just a video about the car, but a full delivery for these clients. In the day and age of COVID, we're not allowed to go on test drives with customers or get in the vehicle with them to show them the features. So this is a suggestion from one of my managers of how to better serve our customers and show them how to properly work all the features on their new vehicle. This is a 2020 limited hybrid with just about every available option on it. So we'll start here at the sticker and go over those options. We got limited grade weather package, gives you heated leather steering wheel. Also, the heated seats are standard but ventilated front seats, so cooled front seats, and then rear heated seats for the outboard seating passengers. Also, rain sensing wipers with a de-icer grid. Next is limited grade advanced tech package. That's going to give you smart key system on all doors. So rear door has it, not just the front door. Also going to give you the foot activated lift gate, QI wireless charging for your cell phone, additional cameras, so you got the bird's eye camera system. Next we've got the adaptive front headlights, all weather floor mats, roof rack crossbars, and this is the first time I've seen this factory installed is the high performance LED fog lights. Also it has mud guards. These are your standard 18-inch alloy wheel, wrapped with Michelin rubber. These are those new performance LED fog lights. Here's your additional camera. This Toyota emblem is also your radar sensor for your adaptive cruise control. Up here, this is the camera for your lane departure, lane trace assist. To work that foot activated lift gate, the first thing you're going to want to do is check and make sure it's turned on in the settings. Of course, we got all your power options. We also have memory seating. Down here is your QI wireless charge pad, so as long as this is on, you can just set your phone there, it'll charge automatically. This USB port here is what you'd use for your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. There are additional USB ports in here, which are fast charge USB ports. So they don't interface with the car, but they do charge your phone. Here is your ventilated seat controls or your heated seat controls. Pretty hot today. So we're gonna stick with the ventilated seats. Turn on your automatic climate control. So when you turn on auto climate control, it's really auto fan, because you're just setting the temperature and then it's gonna control the fan to get to the desired cabin temperature. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to turn it to low and take it off auto to reduce that fan speed to keep it a little quieter for your listening pleasure here. Going over the features from left to right, we've got this dial here is how you adjust the brightness of your dash lights. Vehicle also has automatic high beams. This is how you would turn on and off your front windshield wiper de-icer grid. This view button will pull up the different view options from the cameras. This is for that heated steering wheel. You can press and hold to work your power rear lift gate from here. Speaking of the lift gate, let's go back to this screen. So when we go to settings, vehicle settings, looks like everything is turned on here. Could be a setting in this menu. Well, maybe the foot activated lift gate is not a feature we need to turn on. Let's go take a look and see if we can get it to work. So, keys in my pocket, vehicle's locked up. Should be able to just put your foot there, move it away. Hey, it worked. So the motion it's looking for is from your foot underneath the bumper and pulling it back. That's how you work your foot activated lift gate. So moving on from that feature, you do have the advanced keyless entry on all doors, like I mentioned. So these two little lines here will lock the car. When you walk up to the car with the key in your pocket, you can just grab any door handle, it'll unlock automatically. While we're in the back here, we'll talk about the heated front seats. So those are for, or heated rear seats, those are for your outboard passengers. So driver and rear passenger have heated seats. Going back in here, if you haven't driven a vehicle with push button start before, your foot just needs to be on the brake before you press that power button. That's how you get it in drive mode. On a hybrid, you know that it's in drive mode when it says ready. The gas engine isn't always going to kick on. Just depends on a few conditions like the battery level, as well as a few other items. If you want to see what that battery level is at, where your power is coming from or going to, you can pull up this energy monitor screen. Another thing you can do is look at this trip information. It kind of will tell you how you did over time. It's kind of learn how to drive the vehicle to get better fuel economy out of it. Down here, we've got different drive modes. EV mode, I've found this is kind of a redundant button. If you didn't know, I've purchased basically this same vehicle. It's an XLE Hybrid 2020. So if you have EV mode's kind of redundant. The car's always gonna try and be in EV mode whether you press this button or not. Trail mode basically is kind of like locking the vehicle in four-wheel drive. There isn't a physical drivetrain for the rear wheels on this vehicle. They're powered strictly by electric. So when you put it in trail mode, it's activating those rear motors to power the vehicle at the same rate as the front wheels are spinning, making it like a simulated four-wheel drive. Eco mode is going to change your heating and air conditioning, as well as how the vehicle shifts and performance to help try and maximize fuel economy. You can press in the middle for normal mode. You can turn to the right for sport mode. When you put it in sport mode, you might see a decrease in fuel economy, but I don't really notice much decrease. You definitely will feel a tighter steering wheel in sport mode. Just kind of, it adjusts the electronic power assist, so the electronic power steering. Your transmission, of course, has automatic rear view camera when you put it in reverse. In drive, you also have a manual mode as well. If you want to put it over into this S mode, it lets you manually shift up and down through 6 gears. On the steering wheel, we've got these controls here, which will let us go through those different menus in the instrument cluster. You also have volume control, voice control, phone control. This is for your adaptive cruise control and lane departure warning system. These are your cruise control options. So when you turn cruise control on, you now have adaptive cruise control. Which means these 3 bars, this is your default setting. It's a long following distance for your adaptive cruise control. By pressing that the button here, you can adjust that to a medium or short following distance when you're using your cruise control. Also, when you're using cruise control, it activates lane trace assist. So lane trace assist essentially drives the car for you. When you're on cruise control, it'll maintain its own lane. With this button activated and you're not on cruise control, it's lane departure warning, so it's just going to beep at you. But during lane trace assist, meaning cruise control is on, it'll maintain the lane for you as long as it's activated and it has a clear view of the lane markings. Auto up and down for all windows, of course power options. auto climate control, separate for driver and passenger unless it's synced up. Traction control off. This vehicle does have factory navigation, although if you're like me, I think under most circumstances, you'll go ahead and use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto Maps. On the home screen, you can customize this screen as well. The way to do that, go into setup here. Oh, customize home screen. You can change the layout. You can also determine what you want in those boxes. Vehicle will come with a 3-month subscription to satellite radio. You also have, of course, AM, FM, Bluetooth, and USB source options. This is the only additional option this vehicle is missing. It does not have the larger panoramic roof, but it does still have the standard moonroof. Also here we have the new rear view mirror. It's an electronic rear view mirror with HomeLink built in. You can see the holes in the perforated seats. Those are for your ventilated seats. Down here is your gas door release, hood release. It's got the all-weather mats. Parking sensors all the way around. Got the JBL subwoofer built in with that JBL premium audio package. Spare tires down below here with all your tools there. Great looking car. I hope this helps you learn how to work all the features, but if you have any questions, feel free to call me anytime. Have a great day.